and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Carson Comedy Club. How's everyone doing tonight? Thank you all so much for coming out to the #1 comedy club in Carson City 8 years in a row. Please, everyone, take this opportunity to silence all cell phones and pagers. There is no smoking inside. folks. We love you guys here. You guys, wait, this is a big group here. You guys been here before? How long ago?
A couple of years ago.
So you weren't here. We were down in the fucking bingo hall.
Yeah, I ran into the wall.
I remember you. Okay. It was like, here's a joke, B-52, here's a joke, I-69, yeah, good shit. No, and then here we are now up in the, what do we call this? Just like is this the Tahoe room, I guess? What do we call this now? But anyway, we're gonna have fun tonight, folks. We got a great headliner for you. This is cool. I'm gonna tell you a quick story about your headliner tonight. We worked together a couple times, but the cool things find out. The folks who know me, I'm a veteran. I was in the military for 22 years. No, thank you. My very first year in the military, I was stationed over in Korea, and I come to find out after working with this guy a couple times that he was stationed there at the exact same time on the exact same base. Never ran into each other until we started doing comedy together 22 years later. So it's so fucking cool, yeah. But he's awesome. He travels all around the country. He does wait, let me make sure I get this right. Night Out for Nurses, right? Nurses Night Out. He does this great comedy show, Nurses Night Out, and he's going to tell you guys about it, but he's performed all over the country, and he's just a great comedian, one of my good friends. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for my good friend, Mr. Greg Healy!
Give it up for Brian, folks. Give it up for Brian. This is awesome. This is awesome. Y'all a great looking crowd. My California folks came out. Y'all don't even know me. I know it. I'm just claiming you anyway. That's what I'm gonna do. Good seeing y'all. Yeah, give it up for Brian, one of my fellow veterans. Once again. Yep. I am a veteran. I did 5 years in the Army. I was Special Forces for 1 year, and I was trained to look for terrorism, right? Trained to look for terrorism. And I know in my neighborhood for about 17, 18 years now it's been a terrorist, right? I've always been watching her. She's bringing a lot of boxes into her domicile, and that's my teenage daughter. Do y'all feel me on that? I know the little bitch is trying to kill me. I don't give her allowance one time, you know, and she wants to blow daddy's head off, you know? The only thing I like about my daughter is, actually, my daughter right now, she's actually third year of college. She's already got her undergrad. She's working on a master's. She's actually a great track star. You can look it up on my Instagram. She's a 400-meter runner. She's the number 20 in the country right now. This is true. For the Olympics. Mm-hmm. The only thing I hate about her high school career is that she got more girls than I did. This is a smart crowd. All right, you get it. My daughter's gay as fuck. I don't care as long as her and her girlfriend bring home the gold. I don't care. Anything else, you're out the family. Get out. Daughter's real smart. Like when she was younger, she did spelling bees, and she's not Indian. She's full black, I think. I'm not doing the DNA because I don't want to make sure. I don't want to know, just in case she ain't mine. Yeah, she did spelling bees. And there was this one spelling bee. I don't know if you ever seen it. Look it up. It's on YouTube. They said the word. The little boy passed out from the word. All right, they said the word to the little boy. He's standing there. He started sweating. His glasses fogged up. He got dizzy, and boom, he hit the ground. I wondered, damn, what word can make a man pass out like that, right? What word besides marriage or pregnant, you know? The baby's black. I mean, what words? Sir, right there with the bald head. You looked away. Do you have a 4-year-old son at home named Jamal with a dick bigger than yours that we don't talk about? Is that why you put your head down? There's always one. He gets playing basketball. He's dunking over you. Boom! Got you, daddy. I can tell every time. Hit that soft spot. I got a younger daughter that's an asshole, all right? Let me explain it to you. That's why I'm at this show, to get away from her. My youngest, she likes to copy, emulate things that she sees on TV. You know the Alexa boxes, right? You say whatever to it. Well, Google has a box just like that, right? And it's a commercial. Dad, he's sitting down, he's reading a story about whales to his daughter. And he's reading the story, and the daughter keeps interrupting and asks the box stuff. She's like, Google, where do whales eat? Where do they sleep? Where do they get their weed from? Right? It was the California version, right? California? Right? I got one of those boxes, and my daughter kept interrupting the stories, and I wanted to watch the game, and I snapped on her one day. I was like, damn it, will you shut up so I can watch my Steelers? And she went, Google, what's the number of Child Protective Services? I sat my ass right back down and read 10 more stories. I ain't going to jail. I'm big, but I ain't that big, right? I used to like to play tricks with my track daughter. She's always been fast, right? She's always been this fast girl, especially when she got into high school. She was really good, or like junior high. And what I would do is I would bet other people. I'd be like, hey, I can race my daughter against yours. But what I would do is dress my daughter up like a Girl Scout, right? I would dress her down. Matter of fact, I bet you my daughter can beat your son in a race. I would just rack up on her. I was exploiting my daughter. Okay, enough of that. All right. Forget y'all, I got rich. All right, that's how it is. Yeah, military 5 years. You know, Brian's been in a long time. And things we veterans go through is mental issues, right? A lot of guys committed suicide, things of that nature. Like, and we're taught, Brian and I, to reach out to people when we're going through stuff. That's how we get through it. I mean, you can see by Brian's shirt, he's going through something tonight, but I thought I was on a mushrooms trip looking at that. I was shit floating around. Okay, he's not gonna pay me now. All right, that's it. But you're taught to reach out to people, right? And like, I'm a Southern boy, right? I'm from North Carolina, and I reached out to my brother one day, and we're, Southern people are always into religion. My brother was like, look, Greg, if you're feeling down, just pray to God, man. Just pray to God. He'll take care of you. Now, if you know anything about God and religion, God sends people down to help you out. And all my brother did was send me back to human resources. I was like, that's some bullshit, dude. That's not how that works. Yeah. Southern boy. And I've been in California for like 12 years, right? So, like, every time I go home now, my friends say the same thing to me. Like, my country friends, they're like, dude, you lost your Southern accent, man. I don't hear that no more. You ain't a Southern no more. They're like, dude, you lost your country accent. You ain't a Southerner no more. I'm like, dude, I'm still Southern. I still drink sweet tea, I still fish from a pond, I still love getting chased by the Klan. All that shit that we grew up with, That's why my daughter's so fast, right? You're only laughing because it's true. This joke is not punching down. This is about, like, I live in California, in Fresno. Where are you guys at again?
Jackson. But from San Jose.
But from San Jose. You had to clear that up. Like, wherever the hell Jackson is, San Jose, where the smart people are. I get it. That's it. It's going to be a fight on the way home right there. That's good. Yeah, I've been in Fresno for like 6 years, right? And not by choice. But this homeless guy that sleeps outside my neighborhood, right? I usually don't mess with him. He doesn't mess with me. This is a true story now. One night, he was making noise. It was like 2 in the morning. I went out there and said, hey, dude, calm down. You're making too much noise. And he was like, forget you, darky, white power. And I was like, you're homeless. Your power's been turned off. I don't know. Like, you want me to put something on it? You might want to go with solar. I don't know. Look, my black power is working. I told him I'm going to go inside and take 2 showers because I've been too near you, too close to you. That shit really happened. Like, really, dude? Getting older now. I know I don't look it, or I hope I don't. I'm 52. I'll be 53 later on this year. Okay, just for the few people. All right. And other people ain't clapping, or older people like, fuck you. You just getting started. Just getting started, youngster. Catch up. I get it. But it's tough for getting older. Like, things fly by, time flies by, and it's like, you get in your 50s or older. I think back to my 20s all the time. That's just where I'm at. I think back in my 20s to where when I was in my 20s, I would like work out 2 hours a day. This is all one day. I would work out for 2 hours, play 4 hours of basketball, and run like 5 miles. Now I work out twice a month. I watch 4 hours of basketball, and I pee on myself 5 times a night. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just, I'm doing Kegels and everything. I'm doing Kegels right now, like just so I can cut it down to 4. I don't know, like all the men in here relate to that. They're over 50. We're just wet all the time. I don't know. We're just wet. It's just a reality of life right there, you know? Like I said, so, who else from California? I heard somebody else say, from California? No? They were living in California? No? Who's been to California? Okay, you've been to California. Good. I just know if you know where the state's at. I didn't know it was a state war. Brian was starting like state war. He's talking about Oregon and Washington. I didn't know it was a gang fight like that. I never knew. I live in this cool neighborhood, right, where I'm at. Besides the homeless people, right, in Fresno. And I was walking down the street the other day, right, and this old lady, we're gonna call her a golden girl, clenched her purse and went to the other side of the street. And I was like, really? And I was like, look here, Betty White, let me tell you a little bit about me, right? I graduated high school at 15, all right? I got my master's in nursing. I spent 5 years in the Army serving this country proud to her, right? You know, I told her, I'm a productive part of society. That's right. That's right. So I had my friends rob this chick, right? I had my friends rob her, and told you I'm smart, all right? I told you I'm smart. You know what, I'm just kidding. I had to do it myself, right? One time I was robbing her, I was like, thank you for being a friend, and I walked the hell out. It's tough being black. I've been black a long time, let me let you know. And, we see racism everywhere. Like I went in AutoZone the other day, and they had this new model, and it was called Hoods Up America, and I just backed the fuck out of there, because I wasn't sure. And if you didn't laugh, you're in the Klan, and I'm just taking notes. I'm just, that's their motto, Hoods Up America, straight up. Just like Brian, I'm a loser as far as marriage and divorce, right? Brian, you've been married a couple times? At least 6. God damn. I've only been married 3, right? This is true. I've been married and divorced 3 times. And I'm gonna keep trying, because like Michael Jordan said about basketball, you miss 100% of the marriages that you don't shoot for. Anything you fail at, you wanna keep working at to get better. And see, some of you are on your first marriage, you suck, right? I'm working on number 4. This is true, yeah, I've married divorced 3 times in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. It's to where, like, if I ever get married again, I ran out of my favorite slow songs to play for the first dance of the night. Stevie Wonder, Brian McKnight, and Snoop Dogg are dead to me. Yes, I played Snoop Dogg on the last one because I knew the shit wasn't gonna work, all right? I'm sick of wedding cake. I wanna know your favorite color, right? Sick of all that shit right now. But I'm back out dating again. And it's tough, right? Like I gotta start over. I gotta get back out there. And like I was on one of the apps one day, right? I was on one of the apps and I'm swiping away. Somebody said, "Uh-oh, they know." Who's that? Did you meet somebody through an app, or whoever said that? All right. I was on one of the apps, right? And I'm swiping away. For some reason, there was this 80-year-old couple next to me, right? It was a wife here, husband there, right? And I'm swiping. And you know anything about some old folks, they just like to be nosy in your business, right? And the wife just leaned over and started swiping with me. She was like, she's ugly. That's not her real hair, no. She ain't got all her teeth, no. She looks high maintenance, like she ain't gonna take care of you. And without missing the beat, the husband reached in his pants, pulled out his diaper and said, "Hey dog, you need to listen to her, because if she's not willing to do the wiping, you just keep on swiping." And they've been like my hitch for years now. They've been like my hitch. Because it's tougher. Like I was thinking, man, it's tough dating in my 50s. But then I thought, damn, what if I get older? What if I look up 30 years flew by and I'm 80, right? Then I got to worry about different stuff. Does she have all her teeth? How straight does she stand? How good are her veins, right? Because any date for older folks is going to the ER once a week, all right? I know. I take my grandfather all the time, right? That's our date, going to the ER. It's tough because I work like 2 careers. This is one, nursing's another, and like I don't have much time for the date, all right, even though I'm checking on the apps. And it's to where I take any compliments I get nowadays, right? I was doing a show in San Francisco about a couple of months ago, and I had to get to the show, but I had to check into my hotel. So I was running late, so I took my car, whipped it into the parking lot, kind of swung in there, and I ran inside. I got hit on by this gay hotel manager who was waiting on me. He was like, "Oh, look at you, you little chocolate Vin Diesel. Look at you." Is this Fast and the Furious 11? I don't know. What is that? No, I'm straight, and I know what I got going on, but I was like, "Tell me more." And he was like, "I will do your Smith. I'll Idris your Alba." And we've been dating for 2 weeks now, and I've been the happiest that I've ever been, all right? I just don't want any sex stuff. I just want the compliments. Ladies, I get it. I get it, ladies. I only want the compliments. All right? Like, tell me again how my shoes look. All right, that's just what I do. Yeah, I had a very great life with ups and downs, but I'm keeping it moving. It's to where I believe in just living my dreams, right? Pursuing things that I want to do. Back in 2016, I rode my Harley across country. I went from California to Virginia and back. Did it in 20 days or so. I know some people go shorter or longer. Took a sleeping bag, slept under the stars a couple of times. I hadn't done that since the military, so it kind of put me in the mood of that show, Naked and Afraid. You ever seen that show, Naked and Afraid? All right, let me tell you about the ones that don't know. Okay, it's where they take two people, usually white, and they put them in the wilderness, butt-ass naked with a toothpick and a toenail clipper to survive it, right? All I know is, I'm so wimpy now, if I walk from my bathroom to my bedroom anymore butt naked, I'm catching pneumonia half the time, right? It's just how it is, And I'm worried about shrinkage, No, I'm not, because I'm black. Almost forgot. But they had this one couple matched up on the show. It was weird. They had this one couple matched up. It was 21-year-old college student and a Southern Baptist preacher, right? I don't know why he was on there. And at the beginning, they were doing their little bios to talk to everybody, to tell about themselves. And the preacher was like, "I just want to prove to myself and my God, my Lord, how strong I can be to make it through this test." Right? And they got to be 15 days in. They were losing weight, right? They were desperate. For some reason, this place, it got cold at night. And the chick was like, "Look, let's snuggle so we can make it through the night." The pastor was like, "No, I will not snuggle with you. I don't know what gives you the idea that I want to snuggle with you right now, all right? I love the Lord, I love my life, and I love my wife, all right?" All I know, if I was on that show, it'd go from Naked and Afraid to Naked and Afraid and Alone, because I would eat that damn woman, all right? I'd be rotisserie her ass over a bed of fire, sprinkling dried ants on the butt, because that's the softest part is the butt, all right? I'd be the first contestant to ever gain weight on that fucking show. That's all I'm saying, all right? Let's look at our two contestants over here. Okay, Becky. Okay, we can't find Becky. Okay, let's look at Greg. Greg came in at 230 pounds. Now Greg's 330 pounds. And I'll be rubbing my belly, picking my teeth with her toenails, right? That's how you survive. That's how you survive. Brian knows. Look at him. He's ate a couple women. That's how you survive. Yeah, it's tough, for us vets. Any other vets out here? Any other veterans? Where you at? Clap it up for my veterans. They're out here. Clap it up, clap it up. Veterans. You, sir, where were you in? Marine Corps. Ooh. All right. You, sir? No? You? Somebody clap. No, I just wanted, whoever was in, please clap. Whoever was in, I'm sorry. Just you? Just me and you and Brian? All right, fuck it. We're going to war, goddammit. That's it. Me, Brian, and Buzzcut. We're going in. How long did you do, sir? How long were you in for? 6 years. 6 years? Okay. All right. What years? 93, 2001. How old are you? 54. Did you go in late? Is that? You started, how old were you when you went in? 25. Oh, shit. I was 17 when I went in. I was older than my drill. Probably a drill instructor, right? Yeah. I was 17. I actually signed up at 16. This is true. My mom was like, "Your ass ain't going to college? You going in the Army, buddy." Yeah. I was 16 when I went, or 17 when I went in. You know, I was in there. It felt like prison. I thought I was going to get raped. You know, I didn't know. I didn't know how it was going to work. I was this little skinny guy, right? Right? And, like, it's a trip. Now, do people get on your nerves now that you're older? You know, us veterans, we'll talk after the show, right? Me and Brian talk about this all the time, just being crabby, you know what I'm saying, older now. When you're old, you ever met like a happy veteran? No, you haven't, all right? They're all crabby and shit. You know why? Because we've been through some shit, you know? That's why they have a retirement age, because they got to get us the hell out of there, you know what I'm saying? Or we'll give away the secrets. What? I don't give a shit. They're over there. The base is right there. I don't give a shit. I just want to watch Judge Judy. Leave me alone, all right? That's why they get us out. You know, because when I went in, because people are like, man, you're not as patient anymore. Yeah, I was patient when I was 17, right? I was skinny. I had no teeth. I was just patient because I wasn't getting laid. I knew I had to wait for shit, right? Now I'm this big, handsome hunk that's sitting up here, and okay, never mind. Now, the way I am now, though, the way I am now is when people get on my nerves. You ever see those war movies where there's one guy that lost it and he's got that 1,000-yard stare, right? And he's like sharpening his knife all the time and he calls it Lucille, right? And he's got a necklace of ears. That's me and Brian right now, all right? I just took it off for the show, all right? I just took it off for the show. Also, me living my dreams, and Brian's laughing at my dreams. All right, it's true. You can look it up on my social media. Please follow me too. The number 2 tall RN. I'm a registered nurse, right? When you can look up all the stuff that I talk about. I am 20 hours in to get my private pilot's license right now. This is true. This is true. Any pilots? Any pilots in? Any pilots? No? They're out flying the drugs now? Okay, good. All right, I get it. I'm catching up. I am 20 hours in. It's the coolest thing ever. I'm flying a little Cessna right now. I'm just learning. And I almost killed my instructor midair one night. All right? Let me explain to you. We're going up for a lesson, right? And this is the yoke to the plane. We go up in the air, right? We go up, we get level, and there's this way that you can let go of the yoke to where the plane actually flies smoothly on its own, right? It's this thing called the trim that you adjust. And fellas, what I'm doing now is not what you think it is, all right? Even though it has that name. That just tripped me out. Remember that old name they said back in the 90s, trim? That didn't never make sense. Now I get it, all right? I guess they were talking about planes, but it is. It's called a trim that you adjust, right? And as you adjust the trim, the plane does fly smoothly. It flies straight, right? You can let the yoke go. And we're going one night, and my instructor, he saw I was nervous. He was like, Greg, just let off the yoke. Wow, check it out, all right? And I let off. The plane was flying smoothly. I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden, he went, watch this. And he smacked the yoke, and the plane did that. And it came back up. This is where I had 3 Adam's apples in my neck, no nuts in my sack. I pissed on myself. I shit just a little bit, and then it went back in. So, can't tell people that Greg G. Williams shit on himself flying his plane, all right? I have not got to that yet. I still like staying in shape. You look in good shape, sir. What do you do to stay in shape? Plumbing contractor. So you just work. Okay, that's it. That's some hard ass work, though. That is literally from the ass. That is some hard ass work. The shit you have seen. All right. You can use that for the military and that. Like the shit I have seen. Literally. Do you have plumber's butt all the time? Do you have plumber's butt? No. Are you his wife? Yes. Does he have plumber's butt? No. You're lying. All right. No, you don't, honey. That is your pants all above your navel. Right? Yeah, I even forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I like staying in shape though. I love staying in shape now. And it's hard as you get older, you know what I'm saying? And you need things to motivate yourself. Like a lot of people listen to music to hype themselves up, right? Whether it's, I don't know, rock and roll, George Clapton, I don't know, whatever you listen to get yourself hyped up. And what I love listening to really get myself fired up and mad is slow songs that I used to listen to with ladies who broke my heart. All right, that's what I used to listen to, you know? And I'd be like, Lady in Red. Love to make her fucking head red. Is dancing with me. One more night, just to kick her in the stomach. One more night. Who's gonna drive her home? That dude she's fucking tonight. All I'm saying is the 80s was rough for a brother. All right, that's all. That's all I'm saying. The 80s was rough for me. All right. Part of how I let my anger out is I watch nature shows. I love watching nature shows, especially when like it's an apex predator that takes out, you know, some little animals. Right? That's just how I take out my anger. Because if I type in comedy club host with weird looking shirt, I'm gonna go to jail. The FBI is gonna get me, right? So I love watching those videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you ever see the videos? I love it like when a lion jumps on a gazelle, right, and he takes it down. You ever notice what the other gazelles do? They don't go help. They don't run away. They just stand there and watch like, damn, he is eating them out from the ass right now. Damn. Ooh-wee. Oh, yeah. Well, more grass for us. And they go right to eating the grass, right? They just go back to eating grass while their friends just getting destroyed, you know? I love it like when, if you know anything about this, when the male lion cubs are of age, they get kicked out of their pride. They have to go find their own pride to take over, right? So there's no inbreeding, right? Lions are smart in that regard. So what happened is, they're called nomads. They'll go and take over another pride. But what happens is those little Simbas have to fight over Mufasa in the new one, right? You'll see the fight, rah, 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 and the Simba will take over, and he gets to have sex with all the lionesses, right? You ever notice what the other lions do? They don't go help. They don't run away. They just stand there and watch the sex like, damn, he is fucking the shit out of her right now. Damn, hey, dog, you only gave her 15 seconds. He's going for 20, right? That is, you know, lions go quick. Lions go quick. You know, I love the nature thing because it equates, Brian can tell you, like, it's like with comedy. Comedy's a rough thing. It's nature out there, you know what I'm saying? It's the way, okay, let me bring you into my world, all right? It's like when a comic's bombing on stage. I'm sure you guys have been to a comedy show where a comic's bombing, right? You ever notice what the other comics do? They don't go help. They don't run away. We just stand there and watch him like, damn, he is bombing his dick off right now. Woo, you suck. All right, let me go back to my notes, right? And that's what we do. We just go back to our notes and say, fuck that shit. Part of living in Fresno, there's this cool sect of Asian people there called Hmong. Does anybody ever seen Hmong people before? You have. Have you worked with them, seen them? Then you know about them. Yes, yes. Hmong people are a mixture of Laos and Vietnamese, right? They're a mixture of them. They were up in the hills, up around that area in Vietnam, and they actually migrated to America to get away because they were getting, they were getting sought after, and they went to Fresno, Wisconsin, and Minnesota for their welfare systems. This is true, right? I studied them, right? And, like all Asians, they're kind of on the short side, right? And at the end of every year in Fresno, at the end of the year, they do a week-long New Year's celebration. It's a cool thing. And I went out there hanging out one year. I was just curious, right? I was walking around. I was the only one over 5'10", right? I was walking around. They were calling me Shaq, Kobe. I was signing shit. I got rich, okay? I'm going back next year as Steph Curry. Don't tell them, all right? And they do this cool ceremony out there. It's the coolest ceremony. It's where guys line up on one side and women on the other, and they take a tennis ball. Guys on the side, women on the other side. And they take a tennis ball, and they just throw it back and forth. And it symbolizes prosperity and good luck in their relationship. What I figured out what that means is that's the woman telling the man she's going to control his balls for the rest of his life, right? So if your woman goes to Target tonight to buy some balls, then you know don't play that game with her, all right? Don't play that game with her. Yeah, I've had an eventful life. Good things, bad things. I'm actually 3 years now into being a cancer survivor. I'm a 3-year cancer survivor. Where my cancer survivors? Any cancer survivors out here? Thank you. What did you have, ma'am, if you don't mind? Cervical? Okay. I had prostate cancer, so kind of in the same area. Kind of, right? Not the same, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I did. I see some of the men grabbing at your nuts now. Calm down. It's not transmittable. It was a trip because, like, when I found out I had 3 friends, right, who were standing there when I told them, and they all asked me different questions. One was like, damn, dude, do you need anything? And the second one was like, what's the prognosis? And the third one was like, hey, dude, how's your dick gonna be? When are you gonna get that healed? Like, when are you gonna be able to have sex again? Because we live vicariously through you, all right? That's all he worried about. That's all he worried about, and it's where I'm good now, 3 years out. And that first year was rough. I didn't know if it was gonna come back. And people would ask me and I would just play it off all tough. Like, man, I ain't worried about that. I mean, it's only been 7 months, 5 days, 3 hours, 2 seconds, but who's worried about that, Yeah, it was a trip. And I had a friend take me in during that time when I had the surgery, right? And he was there in the hospital room when I woke up, right? And if you've ever had surgery, you're discombobulated, right? And I wake up, and I'm sitting up slowly. I'm looking in the room, the lights all bright, and I just got confused. I was rubbing my eyes, and I thought I died for a second. And I look over in the corner, and I see a little short, 5'2" Mexican guy with 2 kids, and I was like, damn, I'm in the wrong heaven. Just in the wrong heaven. I didn't. He's an ugly little guy, too. I thought God at least make himself handsome. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Banderas or something. I don't know. Ricky Martin. I don't know. But yeah, my friend took me in, and for 10 days, I had to wear a urinary catheter with a bag, if you know about those. Yes, for 10 days, right? It's the longest 10 days of my life. And I would just walk around with it, you know what I'm saying? And I got used to it. It was almost like I called it my Wilson, right? It was my Wilson. But I'm black, I would call it something. It was my Rashad. My Rashad, that I would call it, right? And my friend, who took me in, he had 3 teenage kids at home. He was like, Greg, I want my kids to see this. This is real life. This is what people go through. It's to where his kids got so used to everything, they would just have fun with the equipment. They would play jump rope with the cord, tether ball around poles and stuff. It was cold in the house because the AC, it was summertime, right? And they would just lay on the bag for warmth, yes, Mr. Williams. Yes, keep drinking that beer, yes. And when they put the catheter in me, my doctor, he came in, he was explaining everything to me, and he was like, we did this, we cut you in 7 places, we used robots, this and that. He said, yeah, we got the catheter in because they had to create like a sling. I almost feel like the $6 million man, this much stuff they did to me. Just to where my bladder's crammed in there, to where I feel like I'm a 7-month pregnant woman now. I have to pee every 2 minutes. Ladies, I get it now, all right? If any man ever talks shit about you peeing all the time, I'm kicking their asses, all right? Call me, all right? And the doctor was explaining how he put the catheter in and why, and he was like, Greg, when we inserted yours, normally with men, when we put the tube in, it goes upwards, the man's hanging down, it's constructed, goes to the bag. With you, we had to put your member upwards, put the tube in that way because you have a long urethra. And I was like, wait a minute, doctor, did I just get medically cleared for a big dick? I think I just got medically cleared. Can you say that again? Can you put that in triplicate? I got copies in my car right now that I keep. It's the way when I go to the club or I meet a girl, I just have my doctor on retainer. Go ahead, doctor, go ahead and talk to her. That's what I do. I'm gonna drink a little water here. I'm gonna break the monotony of this fun. Y'all having a good time so far? Yes, please. Please keep supporting this club. I know I've been talking about it most of my set. I am a registered nurse now of 23 years, straight up. I know some of you don't believe me. You didn't clap like you would think I would be the bouncer in the hospital or some shit like that. I check IDs and charge $50 a head to get in, but don't let that fuck you up, all right? I really am. I'm a nurse. People ask me all the time, are you really a nurse? Like, yes, I am. Because I get two different reactions between men and women when I get, when I tell them I'm a nurse. I either get, you couldn't be my nurse. Mm-mm. Or, ooh, you couldn't be my nurse. And the second one's usually men sometimes. I don't know why. Like, I just do that to some of them. Yeah, I am. And there was a stigma. Does anybody know what the stigma is with male nurses, right? That I guess is going away now since there's more of us in the field. That they may be gay, right? Maybe gay male nurses, which there are. It's gay everything, right? But, like, I'm not. But when people would ask me, 20-some years ago, I would get mad. I was young, right? I was a hothead. To where I get so mad, I'd go home, I'd, like, lift weights, ride my motorcycle, sleep with about 3 or 4 women, right? And then I asked my boyfriend at the time, baby, I don't understand why people are asking me that. I don't know, Is it the pink scrubs or the roller skates? What is it? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm not gay. He is. I just watch. Some of y'all didn't like that. All right, I get it. Yeah, it's tough. I work around all women. It's like being around a big angry sorority all day. You know what I'm saying? They synchronize their periods to mess with me. That's what happens. Because imagine the emotions with all that estrogen floating in the room, right? It's just me with 12 women every night. And that's not the fantasy guys that you think it is, right? Yeah, cramps, moodiness, crying, half the time it's me. And the shit then rubbed off. Oh, I need some chocolate. It rubs off, right? The women watch everything I do. If I got on a new uniform, new glasses, like how long I spent in the bathroom. Hey, you were gone 12 minutes. Were you doing number 2? I think you were doing number 2 because usually you're going 4 when you're peeing and 2 when you're jacking off. We watch it all. And that's a minute for me to put my pants back on. All right, that's a lot of stress at work. All right, a lot of stress. Being a comedian, I like to have fun, in the hospital at night, right? So sometimes what I like to do, right when a patient's waking up, what I like to do is sneak in the operating room, right when the patient's waking up. What I like to do is turn the lights up real bright, have the whole staff dressed as angels, right? With me in a white wig and beard standing over him going, welcome, my son, I'm here for you. Oh, you thought I'd be white. Obamacare, and I just walk out. I got my poll numbers up on that joke. About 60% of y'all laughed. Okay. I'll keep it for now. I like to do the reverse in the operating room, especially with guys. I like to do the reverse. So when a guy's about to go under, right, for surgery, what I'll do is like hide in the corner, right? And right when his eyes are about to close, I'll come out and yell, all right, male to female transition, I got the balls, let's go. Hold up a pair of those kid scissors that don't cut shit, you know what I'm talking about? Damn, scissors don't cut water, it's so horrible. I got friends on the adult side of the hospital, right? They always call me over to do stuff. Like this one time, a friend was having a tough time with a patient, right? He was like, Greg, this guy, he's only getting his tonsils taken out, right? He's just getting on my nerves. Can you mess with him? I said, yeah, I got him. I went in the room. I was dressed like a doctor. I had a lab coat, stethoscope around my neck, and I had his chart, and I was acting like I was reading something profound off to him. And I was like, hey, sir, looking at your chart, it looks like you're going to be fine. I'm the best surgeon in the world. I'm going to take care of you. You'll be fine, right? And what I did was I left out of the room. I waited like 5 minutes, and I came back dressed like a janitor and started mopping the floor in his room. Started dusted and shit. Right? Had a big pair of keys on. And then to really fuck them about, I started talking in Spanish to them. Right, that's what I did. Started speaking in Spanish to them. Yeah, it's a trip. I see a lot of interesting things when I come to work. Like this one night, I was coming to work and I was cutting through the emergency room to get to my unit, right? And I went in there, and it was crazy. There was so many people in there coughing and sneezing that I thought Dustin Hoffman and Cuba Gooding Jr. was gonna come through looking for that monkey, right? Well, yeah, this is years ago, and I heard him bust out the back. And I went, I was walking, and his family pulled up frantically to the ER. It was an Asian family, mom, dad, teenage daughter was drunk in the back seat, right? And it was crazy. Like the dad, he was trying to pick the daughter up to carry her in. He kept dropping her. She was twice as tall as him. I think she was half black, but that's another story. And so the dad was looking at me like, help me, right? So I picked the daughter up, and I carried her in the emergency room, and the wife was like, oh, thank you, sexy chocolate. I'm gonna leave my husband for you. Now, she only spoke in Chinese, but that's my fantasy, all right? Forget y'all, right? That's for me, all right? But I figure if you really want to help them out, maybe play some tricks on the daughter so she never gets drunk again. Like, we ought to have her wake up in a field with bombs going off, with everybody screaming Charlie, right? Or move her to LA and have her married to Woody Allen. Or if you really want to jack her up, put her in her bedroom, fast forward her clocks and calendars like 9 months, and have a brand new baby sitting in the bed next to her. And make sure the baby's black too to really fuck her up. That's the area I work in specifically for these 24 years is with premature babies. I'm a NICU nurse. That's what I do. Any nurses? Any nurses in the crowd? Nurses, there we go. What area do you work in, sir? Nursing school? Okay, that's okay. You still count. I saw another hand. Where? Right. Yes, ma'am. You? I was 40 years in retirement. Everywhere. You did everything, right? Everything. Okay, babies, animals, everything is a nurse, right? What area were you in for the longest, though?
My last gig was
Ortho? Okay. Any other nurses? Any other medical people at all? RTs, doctors? None of you? Okay, they're all at work? Okay, good. Give it up for my medical heroes right here. Give it up. Look, I just see some of y'all ain't clapping in here. We got veterans, we got nurses. I'm both, all right? I can fly a plane. I'm the baddest motherfucker in here. You won't clap for me? Yeah, damn. Some shit go down, I can get us out of here, all right? I can kill you and wake you the fuck up. That's how bad I am, all right? Some of you ain't clapping. God damn. What I gotta do, fly next? Like with wings? Like fly to the moon? I am, yeah, NICU nurse. Part of my job is to fly in helicopters to pick up babies and things of that nature. And I don't mind the babies, right? It's just some of the families that get on my nerves, right, nurses? It's some of the families, right? Because in my case, they'll say like some of the craziest things. Everybody thinks their baby's cute or pretty or whatever, right? And it's to where every family just calls me over in this way. They'll be like, hey, come here, and they'll call me whatever. They'll be like, come here, Shaq, let me show you something about this baby right here. Come here. Isn't this baby just the cutest thing? Isn't this baby just the cutest thing? And I just go, nah, your baby's not cute. I saw something much cuter last week, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the babies in here, yours the ugliest, actually, all right? Matter of fact, we break it down, we put your baby on a scale. Okay, we got Gerber babies, we got Maggie from The Simpsons, Stewie from Family Guy, Chucky Alf, Rosemary's Baby, Flavor Flav, and your baby's right there, right? If you're not laughing, that's your baby I'm talking about. I can check your cell phones after the show, all right? That's how it is. Something else I hear from families, especially in the neighborhood where I'm from, they'd be like, hey, come here, suspect number one. Come here, let me show you something about this baby right here. Come here. Isn't this baby just the most precious thing? Isn't this baby just the most precious thing? And I just go, nah, your baby's not precious. If she keeps drinking that much milk, she might look like Precious in about 10 years. So glad that movie still holds up. But I'm gonna keep that joke. I started nursing in North Carolina, like a long time ago, like I said, 1998. And it was a trip, like Southern boy, we know racism things still go on. And like the area I'm from in North Carolina is so behind in the times that I think slavery just ended 20 minutes ago. I just read that before I got on stage, right? And it's, you know, a lot of bad feelings. I couldn't understand why people would give me hell sometimes because I'm black. I'm a skilled nurse that cares about the baby. So with those people, I used to like mess with them in a specific way. I used to be like, hey, your baby is real sick and we had to do a special treatment on her, so we had to give her African American blood. So now your baby's 22% black. Welcome to the family, y'all. And I just grab them, take them to barbecues, and have them watch Black Panther. You know, all that good stuff that black people do on a daily basis, right? I like messing with the x-ray departments with the babies. Like, usually if you get an x-ray, you stand against a wall, you get zapped. Or our babies, they're on the table, the machine comes over them. So sometimes what I like to do is put stuff under the baby that look like it's in it, right? So I put like keys under the baby, pencils and lug nuts, right? One time I put a couple of bullets in there. It was like, somebody shot that baby. Can you believe that? Somebody shot that baby. He must be a Raiders fan. They done shot that baby. Glad y'all claiming them since they're yours in the state now. That's good. That's good. San Francisco, though, they don't like that. They'd be like, stop it. Right? All right, I'm going to show you guys something. You guys have been such a wonderful crowd. Give it up for yourselves for coming out to this show, folks. Carson has showed out. This has been a great 2 nights here. Please keep following me. Please, like I said, look me up. The number 2, Tall RN. Now you know why that name. Because that's the way they used to call me. 2 Tall RN. It's always like bumping my head in the fucking unit and shit like that. And so they were calling me 2 Tall RN. I have, like Brian mentioned, my own tour that I am taking across the nation. It's called Nurses Night Out. What I did is I instituted it to have nurses come out because a lot of nurses, as you know, work hard and long hours and they don't come out. So this is a tour I've been doing since 2013. I've done it in New York. Yeah. I just had 300 people out in San Jose on Wednesday. Yeah. It's a tour I spirited, so please look out for it. Tell your friends about it. Before I do this, I'm gonna show you something before I do my last bit. I have this cool shirt that if you guys want to buy, the proceeds go to help a starving 52-year-old black veteran nurse that you may have seen somewhere on stage tonight. I don't know where. I don't know. Very tall. There you go. Too tall. There you go. On the front of the shirt, it says, "Be nice to your nurses." All right? Hold on. And on the back of it, it says, "Because they keep the doctor from killing you." All right? You know that saying, don't you? You've heard that, yes. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Please give it up for Brian, also your host. All right. All right. So this last bit. I'm a big movie fan, right? I particularly like movie quotes. Like everybody's got their favorite movie quotes. Some women like "You can complete me." Some guys like "You can't handle the truth." Some of you like to say "Stay off my porch, Blackie." Whatever. Don't look that up. That's not on Netflix. All right. But what I discovered is there's some movie quotes you can't say working in a hospital. All right. I've been fired about 3 or 4 times from different facilities. Don't you tell nobody. For these. All right. So the name of the segment is movie quotes you can't say in a hospital. First one. I see dead people. Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. Had this guy, he was complaining about like his bill. He was like, man, my bill's $300,000. This is ridiculous. This is madness. And I looked at him and I went, this is Kaiser. Boom, and I kicked him down a little hole. Okay, nobody saw the 300. All right, moving on. Moving on, I keep it moving, all right? Had this guy, he was complaining about my care as a nurse. He was like, man, you're not a real nurse. You're not real skilled. And I looked at him and I said, but what I do have is a particular set of skills. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you take back what you said, we're good. But if not, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will sew your ass closed. Because I can do that as a nurse. It's a skill I possess. I was in the military. Just sew it right up, all right? Part of my job, which I love, is I go to deliveries also, right? So one night it was frantic, right, in this delivery room. I go in there, I'm like, what's going on? They were like, Greg, you see the couple's Caucasian and the baby came out black, right? They were like, you're a big guy, can you calm the dad down? And I walked up to him real slow. I said, hey man, calm down, calm down. Mama said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And I just walked out. Got the hell out of there. But here's the cool side of it. Here's the cool side. Like, come in there, the baby comes out, it's fine, it's the appropriate color, right? Everybody's happy. People getting their phones out, right? It's a joyous occasion, right? And the doctor, he's about to like cut the cord off and dust the baby off to hand it to the family. And like right before the baby gets to the family, I like to snatch it and go, hiya, Zarinda, baby. Notice how fat the baby is. I think I grabbed a warthog instead of the baby, right? Carson Comedy Club, you've been a great crowd. I've been Greg G. Williams.
Keep it going, Greg, everybody. You know, I was getting the impression that Greg didn't like my shirt. So I want everyone to take this opportunity to give a big round of applause for Greg on his last night ever performing in fucking Carson City. And he's right, I'm not paying him, so buy one of his shirts. So. Now, you guys have a good time tonight? Greg is awesome, man. We appreciate you guys. If you had a good time, man, hey, tell your friends. Let them know what they're missing down here. If you didn't have a good time, tell us. We'll do better next time. But it's Greg, man. We're not going to do better than Greg, man. That's what we do. We got some awesome shows coming up next week. Erin O'Connor is coming back. She's going to be here the following week. Bob Zaney is going to be back again. Fuck Bob Zaney. I see how you guys are. I'll let him know you guys all said that. So, Jimmy Fallon will be here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks actually. The tickets are on sale for Jimmy Fallon. He sold out 4 shows when he was here in February, so if you guys want to get, the tickets are available now, so get those. Also, if you guys are interested, we can get on our mailing list. Those little white piece of paper on your tables, you can fill those out. You'll get on our mailing list. And we're also, we pull one a week, and we're going to give away free tickets to an upcoming show. So if you want a chance to win a free show, fill those out and drop it off on your way in the back there. We'd appreciate that. One more time, give it up for Greg, everybody. Make sure you stop by, say hi to us. Have a great night. My name is Brian Lee. You guys have a safe night. We'll see you.